before, let me revisit the University of Illinois, but from a different issue perspective. University of Wisconsin-Madison, Indiana University, in-state tuition for residents of those two states is about 40% less than in-state tuition is for Illinois residents to go to the University of Illinois. Give us your viewpoint on the cost of college education, accessing a good state school that taxpayers finance, like the University of Illinois, and what can be done to bring tuition down so that it is attainable for high-performing students who maybe don't come from a ton of means. We'll start with Treasurer Rutherford.
I appreciate using University of Illinois as an example, but I would also like to include Illinois State University. Okay, and Western. The answer to it goes somewhat to the earlier question. I think, Steve, you asked about, reading levels in grade school. It's a business. It's a return on investment. What we have done is we are not putting resources into our state universities from our general revenue fund, and for that reason they've had to raise their tuition and make it unaffordable. The other thing we've done is we've not put in money into the math grants. So the monetary assistance programs, those funds have run out before it ever gets to the time for the students who are applying to go to community colleges. See, those are the kind of things you got to think through as a governor and what kind of a return you're going to get. And I intend to be a governor looking at those approaches to it.
Thank you. Senator Brady.
It is a serious problem, and the problem is when we graduate kids from high school and then they go to Wisconsin or Ohio or Missouri or other places, sometimes we don't get them back. And that means our future isn't quite as optimistic as what we would want it to be if they were staying here at Illinois universities. So it's a big problem. It's a bigger problem than what we think. I think part of it has to be an analysis of, are the universities actually cost efficient? Are they spending money at the right place? I mean, the University of Illinois is now talking about another tuition increase. I'm not sure that's right. I think it's time to take a serious look at all these universities and find out if they're efficient, if they're lean, and they're mean, particularly compared to peer universities in other states. Just accepting that they're going to pass along those costs to our students, I don't think is something we can take for granted anymore. So as governor of the state, I'm going to lead an initiative to make sure that our universities are efficient. It happened a while ago under the name of Art Court. Yes, we have underfunded our universities at the expense of some other programs that the Chicago politicians have prioritized. But we also, I think it's time, as under Art Court, who looked at how we're going to make our university system efficient and effective. And we are going to take a look at it from top to bottom, not just the U of I, not just ISU, not just Western, but every public university. And we're also going to look at the community college system and find out what we can do to better leverage it to keep people in Illinois.
Thank you. Senator Miller.
As a guy who has a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old, and you'll be happy, Senator Rutherford, I contributed on the 30th of December towards that $6 billion Bright Start account. I worry about this stuff every day, not only for my own children, but for the future of Illinois. It's in today's paper. The University of Illinois raised tuition again. It is cheaper for an in-state Illinois to go to the University of Kentucky than it is our own flagship university. Go to my best-in-class education program. I am the one candidate for governor, as I was last time, that's laser-focused on higher education. I serve on the foundation board of the College of DuPage. When the state doesn't make higher education a priority, real estate taxes go up in my home county of DuPage, or the tuition on the students who go to the College of DuPage go up. I stay very active and was the alumni president of Western Illinois University for a long time. And I'm very active with my other alma mater, DePaul University. The private schools are getting squeezed too. As the treasurer said, we do a lot of things right. Illinois does have a great higher education system, but the math grant, the monetary assistance program is just crucial, not only for the ISUs of the world, which Senator Brady so ably represents, but the DePaul universities or the Lewis University in Romeoville, right up the road. But higher ed's been neglected. It started with Rod Blagojevich, who I believe had a disdain for higher education. And we need to make it a focus again, because we are starting to really squeeze out middle-class kids and those who truly need our financial assistance in Illinois best systems of financial aid in the country, but we've got to make it a priority, and as I said before, best-in-class education goes hand in glove with making us a destination economy for job creators.